All right, it works. So, good morning. Please rise for the arrival of our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance led by Ms. Maria Barajas.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Maria. Guests, please be seated. Graduates, please be seated. And marshals, please be seated. Good morning, and welcome to the 2022 Pitt County Schools Early College High School graduation ceremony. We thank you all for being here to celebrate our graduates and this memorable moment in their lives. Before I make a few remarks to the graduates and present diplomas, it's my distinct honor to recognize guests and other distinguished attendees. Please hold your applause until all guests are standing. Dr. Ethan Linker, Superintendent of Pitt County Schools. Without Dr. Linker's leadership and the blessing from the following people, this ceremony would not be possible. They are the Pitt County Schools School Board, Vice Chair Mr. Don Rhodes, Ms. Tracy Everett Lenz, Ms. Amy Cole, Ms. Melinda Fagundes, Ms. Caroline Doherty, and Ms. Anna Barrett Smith. Pitt County Schools Senior Staff, Dr. Christy Roan, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Dr. Steve Laster, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Programs and Services, Ms. Deborah Baggett, Chief Financial Officer, and Mr. Matt Johnson, Assistant Superintendent of Operations. Also, we have Ms. Lavette Ford, Federal Programs Director, Ms. Monica Jacobson, Secondary Education Director in the back, Ms. Beth Olfers, Director of Outreach and Public Relations, and Mr. Tom McClellan, Public Information Officer. We also have Mr. Stephen Summerall videoing our ceremony today, which will be on our YouTube channel. If there are any other Pitt County Schools staff here that I missed, please stand. Representing our outstanding higher education partner, Pitt Community College, we have President Dr. Lawrence Rouse, Vice Presidents Dr. Thomas Gould, Academic Affairs, Ms. Mary Ann Cox, Institutional Advancement, Dr. Johnny Smith, Strategic Initiatives, Dr. Anna Rawlinson, Human Resources, Ms. Lori Priest, Assistant Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Brian Miller, Executive Director of Planning and Research, Dr. Kimberly Williamson, Senior Director of Student Advocacy, Ms. Natasha Worthington, Director of High School Programs, and two of her staff members, Ms. Monica Parker and Ms. Sheena Robertson. We also have with us Dr. Travis Kinsey, Director of TRIO, and we are honored to have with us today Representative Mr. Brian Farkas, who I believe cut his honeymoon short so he could be here. So we appreciate that. And if there are any other Pitt Community College staff that are here that I missed, please stand and be recognized. We also have one more special guest who, without her support, I would not be able to do what I do. And that's my wife, Becky Whittington. You know you have to stand. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you all for your attendance here today. Our next guests that deserve recognition are our teachers and support staff who work tirelessly to help all of our students reach this milestone. From the math department, Ms. Laurel Curry, Ms. Mary Gardner, and Mr. Derek Capillo. Science, Ms. Jenny Collins, Ms. Lakeisha Clemens, and Mr. Obi Chukwu. English, Ms. Sarah Wall, Ms. Meredith Southworth, and Ms. Jeanette Darden. Social Studies, Mr. Clay Stilley, Ms. Shannon Zarneski, and Mr. Johnny Gay. Spanish, Ms. Consuelo Schwartz. Ms. Robbie Stowe, our clerical assistant. Ms. Anita Buck, our office manager. Ms. Veronica Chance, our receptionist. Ms. Bernetta Bradley, our counselor. Ms. Melissa Harris, our instructional coach. Ms. Elizabeth Martin, our graduation coach. Ms. Erin Harvey, our college liaison. Ms. Cynthia Williams, our college administrative assistant. Grace Johnston, our school social worker. Teresa Mills, our school nurse. Ms. Anna King, our school-based therapist. Carol Haddock and Susan Johnston, our student nutrition services. Ladies, please give them a round of applause. I also want to thank you, parents, families, friends, for your attendance at this special moment in the lives of these soon-to-be graduates. Without you and your support, this moment would not be possible. From the bottom of my heart, on behalf of our staff, we appreciate you sharing our children with us, your children with us, for the last 4 or 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our speakers today. Will Ms. Haley Martinez and Mr. Giovanni Pareda come forward, please? First, we have Ms. Haley Martinez.
Good morning, everyone. Starting off, I would like to thank families and friends, as well as faculty and staff, for being here today and for supporting us every step of the way. Most importantly, I want every senior here to thank themselves because we made it. We made it through all the drama and hardships that go along with high school. We made it through the procrastination and the constant cramming at midnight for exams. We've made it through the stress of this pandemic and the realization that it was more than just 2 extra weeks of spring break. We've made it through a lot and it has helped us grow as students. As freshmen, we were clueless. Many of us didn't know what we wanted to do with our lives, and as a result, we made many mistakes. But through our mistakes, we've all learned valuable lessons that's helped us improve as people. While entering the next phases of our lives, we must remember all that we've learned and be sure not to repeat the same mistakes. Going forward, everything will be different. We will no longer be able to hide away in Ms. Bradley's office when things get tough or go and rant to our teachers. But what we can do is remember their encouraging words. There is one thing that Ms. Bradley has said that always sticks with me. You have purpose. You may not know what that purpose is, but don't forget that you have one. When things get tough, tell yourself, I will succeed, I will persevere because I have purpose. Thank you.
Mr. Giovanni Pareda.
Okay. Surprise, mama. Okay, so before I give this amazing motivational speech, I would like to first thank my mom and Wadi for supporting me all the step of the way, and for my sister for always having me back. I would also like to point out 2 other people, so if you recognize them, make sure to point at them and laugh. Khalid and Lizzie, thank you for making my last year so memorable. I would also like to thank everyone that has contributed to each and every one of our achievements as a whole. From the teachers to the bus drivers to the cafeteria ladies, thank you for putting up with us. All right. So last week I did something crazy. I agreed to give the speech. No, I'm joking. I actually jumped out of a plane. True story. Now, some people would call that reckless or irresponsible, but I would call it skydiving. The whole experience was breathtaking, and the views were unforgettable. But it wasn't always that nice. For 2 hours before the jump, I had to take a class and pass an inspection. And let me tell you, I never paid attention to any class as much as that one. It might have been for the excitement or the fact that if I forgot anything, I would have been on the news again for the wrong reasons. What followed was a 15-minute flight. It was here that I started to comprehend just what I was about to do. And before I even had a chance to start second-guessing or doubting, Mom just pushed me out the door. What happened next were the best couple of terrifyingly exciting seconds of my life as I fell through the sky. Now, just as my story had its ups and downs, so will all of you in your near futures. Some of you may feel stuck at a university, like me in that 2-hour class that I had to take. Or maybe you took a different route and are already flying to your highest potential. Just remember that the highs in life last mere seconds. So be prepared and keep that parachute with you so you can last a little longer. What I'm trying to say is one way or another, life will put us through some physical, emotional, or a spiritual roller coaster. So it's up to us whether we choose to learn and flourish or fail and keep repeating our mistakes. So let's all be prepared, be patient, and get ready to fly and live our lives to the fullest. Go class for 2022.
Thank you, Haley and Giovanni, for the remarks and challenges you've issued to your classmates. But thank you most of all for the legacy of success that you have demonstrated each day that you've been a student at Pitt Early College. Your character and your scholarship have had a tremendous impact on our school and on your peers. Also, folks, keep a lookout in your App Store or Google Play in the next year for the Ready, Set, Route bus app developed by Giovanni, the future engineer. So to you, the class of 2022, I'm the tweener between you and the door. You have to endure one more speech from me, and I promise to keep my remarks somewhat brief, but I do have a few things I'd like to share with you. You may notice that none of the educators in here are wearing caps and gowns, which is customary at most graduations. But we decided that today is all about you. You're the most important people in this ceremony. This is your day. It is great to see you sitting here, and it fills my heart with joy. I haven't seen some of you since your freshman year. Just kidding. Not really, with COVID and all. Nah, but it's nice to see you again, and I noticed that none of you are wearing your lanyard. I'd like to begin by congratulating you super seniors and seniors on a job well done. You've led the charge of establishing Pitt Early College as a premier institution. Your hard work and the work of your peers have earned accolades of an A school every year of operation, a school that exceeds growth every year, and a National Distinguished Title I school for 2 years in a row. And I have no doubt, if COVID hadn't hit, we would have won that again. Psalm 127:3 says, "Children are a gift from God. They are his reward." And we have certainly been rewarded with such outstanding students as evidenced by you graduates. 7 years ago, we began this journey with a vision and goals. As I took the helm, I envisioned a school where every student that entered felt loved, cared for, and was looking to change their lives forever. Every student that entered was a vital member of our family, more affectionately known as a wolf pack. 4 to 5 years ago, you took a leap of faith. Some may say a risk, and you bought into what this old man was selling. An opportunity to change your lives forever, to put you in a position to be anything you want to be. Today we arrive at the first milestone, the end of the first chapter in your book of life. As I reflect on the last 5 years, I continue to be amazed and impressed at your hard work and dedication. From the day you first walked in the doors and through a pandemic, you have set the example for others to follow. You've established traditions and you've helped shape our school and our staff. Your leadership and your vision are unrivaled. You have endured so much adversity during the pandemic, and you've reached the finish line. You have stood the test, and you've been rewarded through the completion of degrees, diplomas, and many full scholarships to four-year colleges and universities. You have capitalized on all the opportunities and support that we've offered you, and you're ready to make a difference in the world. Your lives are forever changed, and so are ours, by having you in this program. We are very proud of you and your accomplishments. To the parents of the super seniors and seniors, thank you for sharing your children with us. It has truly been a pleasure to serve as their principal. Individually and collectively, they are an outstanding group of young people. To the class of 2022, you are to be commended on achieving this milestone in your life. Please use it as a vehicle to carry you to your next destination. All of these graduates plan on continuing their education, and members of this class have been accepted to some of the most prestigious colleges and universities in the United States. As a student in this program, you were required to volunteer in our community. When I spoke at your commitment to graduate ceremony 5 years ago, I asked the question, will you continue to serve after you leave our program? I encourage you, graduates, to be the person who cures cancer, who helps win wars, who speaks for those who have no voice, or the one who just makes the world a better place. Continue to evolve. As you evolve, have an insatiable thirst for learning. Continue to use technology as a tool to make a difference and not as a crutch or an instrument of destruction, disrespect, or torture. Many people have had an impact on your lives and helped you get to this defining moment. Continue to give thanks to the ones who helped you get here and pay it forward. Continue to evolve. Seniors, my last piece of advice is for you to set goals, follow your dreams, and don't let anyone get in your way. In these uncertain times, it's crucial that you choose a path that makes you happy and will provide your basic needs, and the Lord will take care of the rest. Before we begin today with the awarding of diplomas, I'd like to call attention to the cords worn by some of the graduates. Beginning with the 2019 graduating class, Pitt County Schools is utilizing the Latin system to acknowledge the outstanding academic performance of students. At this time, would students stand as I share your designation? We also ask that family members present quietly stand as well and hold applause until all Latin graduates are recognized. Cum laude graduates are signified by white cords denoting a weighted GPA of 375 to 399. Will cum laude graduates please stand? If you're wearing a white cord, there you go. Magna cum laude graduates are signified by silver cords denoting a GPA of 4.0 to 4.249. Will magna cum laude graduates please stand? Summa cum laude graduates are signified by turquoise cords denoting a weighted GPA of 4.25 or higher. Will summa cum laude graduates please stand? Congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. You may be seated. You may also notice that some of our graduates are wearing blue and gold cords. These students are members of the National Honor Society. The president of the National Honor Society is wearing 2 gold cords. Finally, you'll notice some graduates are wearing various other cords, sashes, or pins that represent various awards and honor societies they received or are members of at Pitt Community College. The green and white cords, if I'm not mistaken, are for Health Science Academy graduates as well. Of this graduating class, I want to share some numbers with you. 38 will continue their education at a 4-year college or university. 12 will enter the workforce, of which is unprecedented, 6 of the 12 have been selected for the Pharma K-12 program here in Pitt County. That deserves a round of applause, absolutely. And one of our graduates will also join the Air Force, hence we have our Air Force flag on the stage here today. "38 of these graduates will finish college with 61 plus credits. 38 will also have 1 associate degree, and 4 are graduating with 2 associate degrees. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Before we present the diplomas to the class of 2022, this class has respectfully asked that everyone remain quiet during the ceremony. We ask that you do not leave your seats to take pictures while the program is in progress. We also want to remind you that if you leave for any reason during the ceremony, that you will not be readmitted into the facility. All members of this class have worked extremely hard and would like this ceremony to be a ceremony of dignity and class. All members of this class deserve the right to have their name heard without shouting and inappropriate celebrations. We thank you for honoring their request. To the audience, we've asked the class to postpone their celebration until the end of the program, and we have requested the same of you. One more logistical note: graduates will recess to music following the turning of the tassel and proceed through the lobby at the front of the convention center. And you may join them out front to take all the pictures you would like. Marshals, take your places, please. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present to you the class of 2022. Will the first row of graduates please stand and move forward?
Well, I'm going to stop you right there. No, Dr. Linker, you may go. You may go. I just want to make sure everyone is in order. Okay? This is my last chance to direct you. So Yen and Gabby, you know where to fall in line. Everyone else, you kind of move down, and we're going to get you, okay? Because we're going to do this in alpha order, and we're going to do it all decent and in order. Okay. Hashim Ali Alakwa. Maria Jacqueline Ruiz Barajas. Lakeisha Von Shea Bell. Liberta Renee Briley. Azia Jade Brookman. Emily Marin Brown. Courtney Ellen Bullard. Ethan Michael Burke. Carlos Ceniceros Segura. Stephanie Chavez Ponce. Gabriella Janice Marie Curlings. Yen T. Mi Dang. Isabella Gabrielle Dixon. Nerixa Giselle Encarnacion. Ana Sofia Escamilla Perez. Nicholas Cole Farrell. Lauren Elizabeth Foskey. Deanna Michelle Garcia Garcia. Abigail Grace Godfredson. Jashanti Rayana Godley. Okay. Okay. You may be seated. Will the second row of the class of 2022 please stand and move forward? Okay. Carlos Manuel Gomez Rodriguez. Janaya Michelle Gray. Ashandria Henri Grimes. Bianca Abigail Gutierrez. Dustin Ray Hardy. Kanaya Aronda Harrington. Jayla Khalees Hatfield. Messiah Tania Little. Khalid O'Shea Lloyd. Corey Michelle Manning. Haley Gabriela Martinez. Eliu Mendoza Marcelino. Oscar Giovanni Pereda. Jalen Anaya Platt. Joseph Francisco Ramirez Pineda. Lizzie Santana Gonzalez. DeAndre Malik Sellers. Micah Sky Sermons. Haley Marie Swartz. Ayana Ebony Thompson. Okay. Second row, you may be seated. Third row, please stand and move forward. Monica Trejo Martinez. Mackenzie Gray Wiggins. Andrew Dunn Williams. And Tanaya Faith Yancey. I love you all.
Yes, absolutely. Congratulations. Bear with me just a second here. I wanted to share one more thing with you, and I'd be remiss if I didn't. I shared all our statistics about our graduates, this group of 50. To date, these 50 seniors have been awarded $1,220,620 that we're aware of. So congratulations. Those numbers are truly remarkable. Will the class of 2022 please stand? By the power invested in me by the state of North Carolina, I hereby certify that these students have completed in a satisfactory manner the course of study as prescribed for the requirements of the high school diploma as set forth by the State Board of Education and Pitt County Schools Board of Education. Congratulations, graduates. Let's give them another round of applause. right, will Lakeisha Bell and Yen Dang come to the stage, please? Lakeisha and Yen, will you please lead your classmates in the symbolic turning of the tassel?
Congratulations, class of 2022. You may now turn your tassels. And one more thing I want to say. Happy birthday, Mom.
What a great birthday present, Mom. That's awesome. Thank you, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, I hereby declare you graduates of Pitt County Schools Early College High School. Class of 2022.